So we have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay.
Just 4 words, but they pierce straight into the listener's heart. From here, the story turns to tragedy, which is also the explosive point of the entire event. Courtney Clenney, also known as Courtney Taylor, is a famous female influencer on Instagram and OnlyFans with millions of followers. She's known for her sharp nose and lavish lifestyle in Miami. However, behind the social media spotlight, Courtney has a tumultuous relationship with her boyfriend Christian Abumseli, a young businessman of Nigerian origin. On March 4, 2022, at the luxury apartment One Paraíso in Miami, a fierce argument between Courtney and Christian turned into a tragedy. Christian was fatally stabbed in the apartment. In a state of confusion, Courtney called an ambulance, crying and begging God to save her boyfriend, but Christian could not escape. The case immediately shocked American public opinion. It was not only the story of a famous influencer in prison, but also a warning about violence in love, the truth behind the social media halo, and the fragile line between passion and destruction.
No, guys! Relax! Relax! Relax!
Boss, what's going on?
Thank you. Somebody can come in.
Yeah, we're gonna start talking soon now. I'm just getting everything set up.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be like, I'm just like, I just cannot believe the way my day went.
Yeah,
And it's way worse than, I really want to get to the hospital.
Yeah.
Voice runs, pausing frequently. Speech suggests explosive and disorganized thinking.
We'll talk to
Like
you now.
I desperately want to get to the hospital.
Right. I mean, either way, so you don't rush, you still wouldn't be able to see him at this point, obviously.
You said what?
You wouldn't be able to see him at this point, so
Why?
that way you don't have to, because you're still working, you're still taking care of him, it's a process, so they don't let
I just want to
anyone
be
in.
there when
Yeah.
I can.
So, yeah, once we'll talk about we'll talk about that, okay?
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Words gradually become smaller and shorter. This is the way to practice stillness and resignation.
You're working on it. You're working on him.
Courtney loops a single sentence over and over again. This is a sign of cognitive dysfunction in shock situations, not being able to get stuck on one idea, unable to move on to another thought.
Please, God, don't take Christian completely away from me. We're not going to work out, but God, please let me talk to him again. Let us both tell each other that we're sorry.
The tone is pleading, showing Courtney desperately clinging to her last hope. This is a typical emotional response of a state of panic, a great effort to reverse a situation that could not be saved before.
My apologies for being absolutely fucking covered in blood.
Listen, you don't have to apologize, okay? I completely understand. Alright? Things happen, and you can't control it. Okay? So, you don't have to apologize for anything, alright?
Courtney sat still, her arms folded. The apology rang out, but her body remained neutral, reflecting the suppressed tension.
Detective Brasino, okay, and this is my partner, Sergeant Rodriguez, okay. Today's Sunday, April 3, and the time is 7:36 p.m. All right. What's your first name?
Courtney.
Courtney. Can you spell it for me, please?
Courtney.
Okay.
Detective Bino introduced himself and his title, both reassuring and asserting control of the interview. He then asked Courtney for her name and date of birth, a procedure that established a profile and set the stage for the formal interview.
And your last name?
Clenney, Clenney.
Okay. What is your date of birth?
4/21/96.
It's almost your birthday. Mine's right.
Oh, really? When is your
Yeah,
birthday?
the 13th.
My boyfriend's just the 12th.
Oh, really?
He turns 28.
Super close.
The sentence was said in a light-hearted tone, out of place in the context. The security guard's expression was humorous.
Is he okay?
He's still at the hospital. They're still,
I know.
monitoring him and talking to him. So we're waiting.
Oh my God! So he didn't even have to have surgery.
Well, I don't know. They're still doing X-rays and stuff like that. So I don't know yet. I'm waiting to hear a response.
That's all I have to know. Thank
Okay.
God.
Fast-paced, alternating between tense moments. The tone suggests emotional dependence on the officer's response.
Okay. All right. So you said 1.5 years to 2 years?
Mhm.
Okay. And you said that today you guys were supposed to go to the park?
Mhm. We were. Well, I'll just let you ask questions and I'll answer.
No, you can tell me whatever you want. You can tell me whenever you want.
Yeah, we had just gotten back together. I had broken up with him, and then he came back the last 2 nights,
Mm-hmm.
and everything was perfect. And then she got into an argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted, or not overreacted necessarily, but reacted, and I just didn't know exactly what might happen.
Emphasize the phrase, "I am afraid," prolonging the voice. This is a tactic to assert the element of fear to justify yourself.
Yeah, we were right before anything happened. We were going to walk my dogs down to this park over by the Paramount, which has the beach volleyball and basketball court and all that. We're gonna walk them over there and let my dog Ranger play soccer. That was my plan for the day, and then go.
How old are you
to the movie? Or to go to a movie tonight in Miami Beach. My dogs are 8 years old.
8 years old? Oh, okay. You guys lived in Austin before here, right? Between the 1st and 2nd week of January, you guys moved to Miami. Did you guys stop anywhere before coming to Miami, or did you move somewhere else between Austin and Miami? Or you went straight to Miami?
We drove the U-Haul from Austin to Miami. Took us 2 days. I didn't drive one bit, because he went the whole way. So I think 1.5 days, 2 days. No, we just stopped a bunch of places on the way.
Does he have any family?
He does. He has.
Yeah.
He has his mom and grandma. He's closest to.
Mom and grandma?
Mhm.
We're here in Miami, or?
They live in Dallas.
Monotone voice, no running, now has granular filtering to manage UI visuals.
What's his mom's name?
He's told me. I'm terrible right now. I really didn't tell him.
That's remembering.
And I met her multiple times, and I've been to her house, and I still didn't tell you. That's pretty bad.
I mean, how many times have you seen her?
I think 4 times.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's spread apart, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't imagine to remember somebody's name that easy. So. I'm really bad at remember names too. So again. How about his brother? You know his brother's name, or no?
He is very not, I guess, too thorough with talking about. I mean, that's not really probably the word, but not too thorough. I feel like I calmed down a little bit once you told me they're just talking to him. Okay, so I can talk again. Is there like, she's not really like that thorough or something. He doesn't really talk as much about his family as I do mine. I talk about my family all the time.
Okay.
She said she felt calmer, but her flailing and adjusting her chair reflected her insecurity. These are signs of the body calming itself down, a clear indication of underlying anxiety.
Say nothing. You ever need us to take a break? You know, because I know it's rough, you know, with everything going on, but when you take a break, you let me know, okay?
Yeah, thank you guys for giving me water and tissues.
No, definitely.
Voice low, slow. This is an attempt to stay calm in a stressful situation.
Okay, so, do you guys work here in Miami, or do you guys have your own business?
I do social media, so I'm an influencer, I guess is what
Oh, yeah?
call it, yes, I'm an influencer. And he does stocks and crypto.
What do you focus on, like Instagram or social media apps?
Instagram, OnlyFans.
The way of speaking changes to be more even and confident. This is a sign of avoiding emotions, using career as a foothold.
And how long were you guys planning on being in Miami, or before going to London, or?
I don't think London was ever really going to happen. I don't think I would ever do that. But yeah, we were going to move into a house.
Mm-hmm.
So have an apartment, and then we were like, maybe just move here for a year. And then once we got here, we were like, no, this is dope.
Yeah.
So we have the dog picked out. It's a golden retriever. We're gonna name Mello. So we're gonna get a house, so we can have a backyard. Because I have 2 dogs, and then we're gonna have 3. So we're planning on staying here for a while.
The sudden transition from laughing to crying indicates an unstable emotional state, characteristic of anxiety plus grief. This is a phase-shifted reaction, both denying reality and provoking pain.
Sorry.
Once again, you don't have to apologize.
Hopefully I'm over freaking out, and like I'll be able to see him or whatever. But I don't see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
The speech is strong and hesitant between hope and pessimism, a manifestation of anxiety disorder.
Okay. You raise your hand, your right hand. Okay. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. You can put your hand down. Real quick, have you taken any alcohol or medication or narcotics today?
No.
No.
I have just like medicine that I do, but nothing that is mind altering.
Oh, okay. Like what?
I actually don't know what it's called. It's a new medication just for.
What's the medication for? If you don't mind me asking.
Firm voice emphasizing each word. The way of speaking shows a defensive stance, wanting to prove clarity.
Alright, I'm gonna move over to this one. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer or for advice before we ask any questions. You have the right to have a lawyer with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
As the detective read the Miranda rights, Courtney bit her finger, a nervous, self-comforting behavior. As she listened silently, she understood her status had changed, from narrator to official suspect.
Would I be able to talk to my father?
Huh?
Because he's pretty much acts as my attorney with, like,
Is
I
he
mean,
an
not like for
attorney?
stuff like this. Obviously, I've never been in this kind of a situation.
Is he an attorney?
No. He's just
Low voice, rapid speech, shows anxiety and dependence on family as legal support.
Okay, as truthful as we can be. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us?
When asked if she wanted to talk, Courtney didn't respond right away. Her hands shook, a sign of intense struggle. It was a moment when fear and the need for control collided head-on.
Yeah. If I don't, what happens?
I mean,
yeah.
It's your choice, it's your right. But at the end of the day, we just want to figure out what happened. Okay? We just want to hear your side of the story and what occurred. So we can piece this together and come to an understanding. Yeah?
When the police say be honest, we're just piecing things together, it's not harmless reassurance. It's a classic investigative technique, turning a suspect into a helper while actually incriminating themselves.
Yeah, you can reread it. Take your time, reread it again. Same thing you read.
This is why I would like to call my dad and say, can I just do this? Or should I have to get a lawyer? Because I realize, like, how very serious this is. Like, I was sitting there in a freaking puddle of my boyfriend's blood, begging him to, like, please not, like, fucking give up on me. Like, man, like, this shit is fucking serious. So, I don't think I'm necessarily in trouble, but, like, I just would like to...
Hesitant, running voice. This is a flashback, a sign of PTSD.
Can I go and come back?
No,
unfortunately, no, I can't. It's steps, once we handle this, and we'll go to the next step.
Is there a chance I'm going to go home tonight?
I don't have a definite answer for you.
Okay, well, I'll just...
Okay.
I suppose.
So the time is...
I need to...
8 p.m.
There's blood up in my...
The way of speaking changes to be more even and confident. This is a sign of avoiding emotions, using career as a foothold.
I was doing laundry and watching a Christina Randall, or listening to a Christina Randall video, and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time. And then he came back with a Subway sandwich. Before he left, he recited exactly what I wanted. And I said, I'll text what I want to you. And he said, I know what you want. And I said, no, you don't. And he recited it to me before he left. And he got it perfectly right.
Okay.
Courtney recounts warm memories of Christian while crying. This contrast shows an attempt to hide the tragedy, but the real emotions still burst forth.
I love him, but I feel like, maybe you don't want to know where I am. I guess maybe it'll just hurt him because he was pressing me, and he ended up pinning me against the wall, and then, I said choking me on the floor. It's just they were looking at my neck, and I was like, I'm not saying choking me whatever, but he had my neck, and this happened twice before, where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor.
Descriptive intonation, accelerating on the word, suffocating. The way of speaking tries to recreate the character's situation.
I couldn't breathe, and it's very scary, and I just think just like this kind of thing where I was saying do you know if he's okay? If he's choking me and he's angry enough, he might this is different, I think. But if he's choking me or pinning me or something and I can't breathe, he might go too long. So
Courtney choked out, I'm sorry, I can't breathe. He was choking me and holding me down. Her broken voice, alternating between apologies, showed she was both a victim and trying to prove her fear.
I grabbed a knife and I said, don't come anywhere closer to me. I had absolutely no intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom, and he's coming at me like he's going to grab either the phone or the knife or something, and so I was just I was like, don't come any closer.
Clicking no intention denies the intention. This is a mitigation tactic.
What was he doing? Was he doing something with his hands, or?
He had his hands up. I couldn't tell you exactly.
Was he yelling at you at the time?
Yes.
Yeah, what was he saying?
Courtney confirmed that she was yelled at, but when asked what did he say, she hesitated and then fell silent. This moment was evasive and undermined the credibility of her testimony.
Also, Joe, I put my hand up, so I really need to, like, think. Yeah, I remember one of the things, but I don't think it's relevant.
No, go ahead, tell me. It might be relevant. It might help me understand this a little more.
He said, why don't you go find one of the fucking guys in G-Wagons? Because I had said something about that when I broke up with him, like a week ago.
Courtney tried to hide it, but under pressure from the detective, she revealed the details of Christian's harsh words after the breakup. This was evidence of emotional conflict, a stress factor that could have led to tragedy, although Courtney tried to downplay its importance.
And he ended up getting upset, and that's kind of like where it went from there. I mean, it hit the wall. I don't remember exactly where it went from there. And I was on the floor. Let me go. I called my mom.
So he had you against the wall. He was holding you by the neck, right?
Yes.
And then he let you go. You start swinging at him, and then he ends up putting you on the ground.
Mhm.
Correct. And then.
Oh yeah, when I was up against the wall. I mean, when he had me like this, I was just trying to get it off.
Yeah, you're trying to get it away.
But it wasn't. I didn't feel.
You felt the pressure.
It wasn't a long time.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long time, and it wasn't extremely hard. It was kind of just like, I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay.
Courtney tried to hide it, but under pressure from the detective, she revealed the details of Christian's harsh words after the breakup. This was evidence of emotional conflict, a stress factor that could have led to tragedy, although Courtney tried to downplay its importance.
I really don't know, because I know I was scared, but I really don't know.
So you grabbed the knife.
Because I grabbed a knife. I grabbed a knife, and I said, like, pretty much just, like, don't get any close to me. And then, came with me, said something, came with me. And then I just, like, threw it. And I really
How exactly did you throw it? Did you just throw like that?
How many times?
No, how exactly did you throw it? Like, you threw it like this, or kind of like flung it at him, overhead, or how did that?
Oh, I just flung it.
You just flung it over your head, or from
like this.
Okay.
I mean,
So from like beside your head.
Holding it, yeah. So not like, okay, like I'm holding it like this. This is not the knife, the
blade to it?
Right, the blade. I for dang sure did not stab him. That would be insane. I mean, I didn't even think that this would touch him. But I mean, I thought that I would scare him by just grabbing it. I thought I would scare him by just grabbing it, but that didn't work. So anyway, comes at me, and then I just flung it. Okay. And I was kind of just trying to fling it.
The tone emphasizes not stabbed, as opposed to just through. This is a linguistic technique aimed at eliminating the murderous element.
Fling it past
when
him.
you threw it, when you flung it, how close was he at that time?
I mean, I said 10 feet, but if this is 10 feet, it was definitely more than 10 feet.
Okay.
I mean, if somebody goes into my apartment, they can see how far it was.
Yeah.
But I did not want it to actually...
The sentence hesitates, lingering on the word flung. The suspect tries to prove the action was unintentional, aiming to create an unintentional image.
Okay. Courtney, it's 10:45 p.m. right now, okay? Let's start off with... So, I have a picture. Let me know if this is Christian or not, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Christian. Okay. So we have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could, and
Christian is dead.
Yes.
Oh my God.
The detective's voice was slow and final, like a verdict. For Courtney, this was the moment all hope ended. She was startled and cried a reaction of shock when the truth could no longer be denied.
This is not real, right? Okay. No, there's no fucking way. Kristen died? Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Sure. What do we do? Relax. You'll be fine.
No.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Take deep breaths. Just take deep breaths.
Voice is broken and raspy. This is the last resort when there is no way out, expressing isolation and silence.
You gonna be okay?
I need to hug my mom.
I'll talk to your parents and get them over here.
I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself
You won't be.
after this. No, that's not true. That's not real, right?
It is real.
Kristen is dead.
Yes. They're not gonna lie.
I know, I just can't believe it.
I'll talk to your parents. I'm gonna get your parents here ASAP.
Courtney Clenney is now facing a second-degree murder charge under Florida law after her friend beat Christian Abumseli to death in her Miami home. It's a felony charge that doesn't require proof of anything, but still carries a hefty penalty. If convicted, Courtney could face a minimum of 25 years in prison without parole, and could even face the possibility of facing life in prison. Since August 2022, she has been arrested and directed to Miami, and is currently being held without bail during the investigation and preparation for trial. According to the latest information, the official version is set for January 12, 2025. Thus, in addition to the mental sadness and the image we have settled, Courtney is faced with dealing with the problem of obesity consequences that can rob her of much of her free life. The Courtney Clenney case is more than a murderous carpet in a luxury apartment. It is also a mirror of societal flaws, apathy in relationships, disconnected families, and an education that sometimes fails to equip people with the skills to control their emotions. Behind the social media spotlight, we see a stark reality: toxic relationships where love turns into control, jealousy, and ultimately violence. This is not just a story about a criminal, but also a warning about loneliness, inability to communicate, and lack of emotional security. So what really turns an ordinary person into a killer? Is it the power of fame, a failure to connect with family, or the indifference of society? Outro, stop for a second to think. If you were in a toxic relationship, how would you get out before it was too late? Backhand index pointing, right, share your thoughts below.